Ready, Phantom?
Ready, Keg.
Let's go! Oh, hey, it's time for the TBBAP show. Everybody watch, come on, let's go. TBBAP! Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of TBBAP.
Two best brothers bitch about ponies.
I'm Keg Standard.
And I'm a phantom horn.
He appropriate for this week because this was the spooky
episode. I get it. I get it.
Master.
Because of my ghostly horn.
That's right. That's right.
Even though it's more real than you will ever be.
It's true. Now, if you'll do me the courtesy, Phantom, I wrote a short poem to discuss the events of this episode.
Gay.
Okay, here I go. Here I go. On Nightmare Night, Fluttershy was sitting home alone. She didn't want to get triggered, so she made a safe zone. But she was sad, not enjoying spooks out with her friends. She looked inside and decided it was time to make amends. She tried and tried, but ghosts and ghouls were too much for her heart. So instead, she got her crew to do the spooking for their part. But when she saw the terror in her friends that she had caused, she decided Nightmare Night was simply not for her, despite all the applause. And thank you. That's this episode.
Hang on. I got a little something in my eye.
That's just a phantom tear.
A little phantom liquid pride going on here.
Yes, good. And that's it. So, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Actually, I enjoyed it a month ago when it leaked?
Yes, I didn't see it. I didn't see it leaked. I only saw it today.
I see.
But yeah, it was good.
No,
I liked it. It was all right.
Yeah, it's a good episode. They did Halloween. They did it good, and I like that it was a Fluttershy episode because we haven't had one of those in a long time.
It was fun. It was a fun episode.
It really was.
I
fun.
enjoyed most of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little predictable.
I mean, there were lots of cool costumes.
Yeah.
There was that Jason pony in the maze.
Yep, I saw Jason.
There was
cool.
My favorite, Derpy, cosplaying as Princess Twilight. Clearly, I mean, I'm a pretty popular guy. I have a pretty strong social media presence here among my pony villains.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she might have been taking a little inspiration from me on that costume.
In case you guys aren't
if
clear,
you know what I'm talking about.
So Derpy was dressed up as Princess Twilight and using a toilet paper tube as her horn. I was going to say that last.
It's
that was going to be my big boom moment.
It's straight, simple, convenient.
Yeah.
That's
why you were able to think of it.
Replaceable.
Yeah.
It's just the most practical solution to the phantom horn dilemma.
It's true. I liked. Aren't you offended by her, casual use of real trans pony issues though?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
good.
I am.
All right. Glad we addressed that. I really liked Pinkie Pie this episode, mostly because I thought it was. I liked her costume and I she was just moving all over the place. I took particular note of how she. She was kind of had a unique movement. I would just think that was probably a challenge for the animators to do, but also probably fun because she was just always smashing into shit. I don't know. It was
don't
cool.
really know what you mean.
Whatever. She was.
She was moving around a lot. All right.
Twilight's outfit was really cool. I was kind of surprised she dressed up like a Roman or whatever, but it was cool.
Here's the costume that I'm most curious about. Rainbow Dash
as an astronaut.
Yeah. How does she know what an astronaut is?
They have stories of such things. I mean, Equestria Girls is canon, right? So there you go.
Do you think for them it's like a science fiction thing?
Well, I'm not convinced.
Or do you? I think that either ponies tell sci-fi stories about hypothetical astronauts that would wear spacesuits like that, and so they know the idea of a space pony. Mm-hmm. Or could Equestria have a space program?
I don't think Equestria has a space
Princess
program.
Luna is our only space program.
That's right.
It was a huge success.
It was a massive success for 1,000 years.
The fans ate it up.
So about Fluttershy this episode.
Right.
I thought it was cool. How she. So she wants to be involved. Okay.
Fluttershy's fear of Halloween is very childish to the point of being kind of stupid.
Hey, on that specific point, I wanted to say, her friend Fuzzy Legs the Spider, who's a total badass, by the way, who I love.
Yes.
She was like, the next scene, a bunch of fake spiders popped out and like terrified her. Despite like having a best friend who's a spider. It's
right,
it's just kind of crazy.
So what do you make of that?
I make of it that she's kind of more impacted by like the atmosphere and like when she knows that like spooks are coming. Yeah,
it's
like,
not
oh, shit.
It's not that she's scared of like bones or spiders. It's that it's something
she's
about
killed too
Halloween.
many animals for that to scare her anymore.
That's right. Something about Halloween specifically makes her fear all this stuff.
It's like the culture of scary things.
It's kind of dumb, but it's pretty easy for me to imagine that maybe when she was a kid, she got spooked really bad and never quite recovered from it, and now she's just got really bad memories of Halloween.
This is like her whole thing, and it's not like she's only scared of Halloween. Like she's episode 1 or whatever. There's like the manticore just like rustling in the bushes.
Her fears are mostly pretty like understandable though. This one doesn't seem rational at all.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I think she's come to identify as a person on a subconscious level who's scared a lot.
Nah, that's stupid.
So I think that happens to people. I don't know.
That's dumb. I think the only reasonable explanation is that she's just got bad memories of getting spooked.
Yeah, I don't see it, but
she seems like the kind of filly who would have a tough time getting over that shit.
Hey, it was great how this episode confirmed anime is real in My Little Pony. That was probably my favorite moment of the entire episode.
Let's talk about that. So
okay. You sound like you have something serious to say.
We see a lot of... Well, I just thought it was interesting that we see drawings in this episode. We see Pinky's drawings, specifically Pinky's drawings of the main 6.
Oh, we're all goofy and
the bags.
Crazy. Yeah.
And those were cool.
They were funny.
And also the drawing of Nightmare Moon on the wall that they were playing Pin the Horn on whatever, and that was like in the same style. So I guess that's like just how Pinkie Pie draws. Yeah. And then at Fluttershy's house, she just fucking draws anime characters.
Oh, I want to list them from left to right. Sailor Moon, Rei, Ayanami, Uchina, Bulma from Dragon Ball, and Ranma.
What do you...
animes
what
for
is
fags.
it? What does it mean? Keg, what is it? Wait, what'd you say?
I said animes for fags.
Right. But what does it mean? What does it mean,
it means
that these characters
into anime? That's what it means. It means anime is at the very least in... Okay, you know what it really means is that the designers of the show like anime and just put some pony
they were just like we've got to draw some pony drawings.
Yep.
Let's
and whoever
just
was in charge of that was an anime fan.
Let's just make them anime.
Yeah.
Because why not?
That's all the logic I need.
So you don't think this is in-universe confirmation that anime exists and that Fluttershy's a fan?
As much as I wish that were the case.
Because she clearly gave her uninvited guest drawings anime faces and stuff. This was like Fluttershy drew anime. Unless she paid someone. Like unless she bought these from someone.
No, I mean she had 1 hour to prepare
unless she paid some passing Japanese pony to draw her some pictures.
Yeah, they get a lot of those.
It's really, I mean, it's funny for what it is. It's funny that it's in the episode.
But it's really
strange.
Look into it too much.
And
I don't.
It's a little distracting from what was supposed to be going on.
Question. Is it true that in Equestria, where they don't have TVs, they have, I don't know, I guess manga. I think all these existed as manga first. They have
magic manga.
They have magic manga of ponies instead of people that's like the same story we have, only their horses. How much, for example, Phantom, would Dragon Ball have been impacted if everyone was a horse? Would it change in any major way?
They've got Smash Fortune.
What's Smash Fortune?
Remember last episode? Or no, the one where Pinkie Pie
Flash
knows.
Gordon. Yeah,
They've got a Flash Gordon. They've got that's it, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's more.
They've got superhero equivalents.
There were all those bands, all those pony bands at the end of the Shining Armor and Cadence comic book. There's a bunch of pony-fied bands.
The comics are semi-canon.
I choose to believe they're canon.
Okay, we're talking too long about this. Whatever, let's move on.
It's a big deal, Keg. MLP anime.
I know
it's
that's a big
it's all our dreams come true.
That's true.
It bears repeating. But
what
okay.
else is going on? I was gonna say about Fluttershy, it was interesting how she decides she's sick of this shit. She's going to make a change. She's going to go out, try. It doesn't work out. She doesn't enjoy getting scared. That's fine. So she tries to scare people, and you might think that might work, and it looks like it's going great because she succeeds with flying colors. But in the end, she simply ain't about that life. She ain't about spooking or getting spooked. It just does not cause her any fun at all. And so she just decides, this just ain't for me, guys. And everyone's like, that's totally fine.
It's true, you know. I mean,
good.
I can relate. I'm not into getting spooked.
And
I don't think I'd be into spooking people either. So I would have done the same.
You know, one time in college, I did a haunted house dressed as a creeper from Minecraft, and it was for kids in like the neighborhood, and not a single one respected me in the slightest. I was doing my hissing. And nobody gave a shit. They were like, your costume sucks, dude. It was dramatic.
Well, did your costume suck?
Well, first of all, I didn't make the costume. It was supplied by other people. And it was
But did it
boxy.
suck?
It looked like a creeper.
Well, I guess that's what matters.
These little shits didn't respect goddamn anything. Whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that.
It was a bad experience,
I'm so sorry. Kegster, maybe next time. Maybe next All Hallows Eve, or wait, what do we ponies call it?
Nightmare Day.
Nightmare Night. Maybe next Nightmare Night. Okay, so I like that. I like the resolution. Yeah. I can relate.
Some people just ain't into shit.
The other best part of the episode, was seeing Fluttershy.
Remember that, kids? Remember?
Okay.
I remember.
It was kind of cool how Rarity has the costume in her closet and it's a vampire fruit bat. Oh no! At first it's just like a throwaway gag and a reference, but then she uses it in the end.
That was cool, dude. And real quick, when Fluttershy decides that she's gonna wear the masquerade ball dress without the mask, they're like, Fluttershy, you're wearing a dress, so what are you? She looks so fucking smug, which is like, oh, I'm going to a masquerade ball without the mask.
Yeah,
it was like, Fluttershy,
I like that.
You ain't slick, bro.
I like that, and I liked seeing Fluttershy's friends take pity on her.
Oh, they were doing that the whole episode.
I like how
it was good.
Twilight's like, oh, it's great, guys. Isn't it great? And Fluttershy doesn't even pick up on it. She's just like, ooh, they said it was great.
Fluttershy is fucking retarded. All her friends were really doing a lot of placating this episode. And I was like, man, is this really fun for them?
Well, no.
And then she I know. And then,
and then Rainbow Dash is like, you're taking out 90% of the fun, and then she gets hit with a candy.
Which was true.
No, they did. They really tried and went
out
of their way.
That old honest Rainbow Dash, she's always telling it like it is, man. Gotta respect that element she's got. That element of her character. Yeah,
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, they really went out of their way to do something nice for their friend. And everything was good. Mm-hmm. No one was a jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, in the one where Pinkie Pie knows, Pinkie Pie was a jerk, and I didn't like it.
Well, we have our disagreements on that.
Nobody was a jerk, and I like it. I like it when no one's a jerk. It's great.
Yeah, it was good.
That alone makes this episode.
This was your second thing that you liked. That no one was a jerk.
What?
This was the second thing you said you liked, that no one was a jerk. Is that what you were saying?
Actually I was wrong. The very best part of this episode was the guest appearance by everyone's favorite spooky horse monster, Colt Corona.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there,
creeping everyone the fuck out.
He was there, and he was groovy.
He was groovy. Groovy, man.
You know what this means, Jesse? You're canon now.
He's canon.
Yes.
That's pretty much all I got to say on this episode. I guess we should just say our closing remarks. For my part, it was good. I liked it a lot. It was enjoyable. It was a simple story. I'd go so far as to give it a right in the middle of an 8, I'd say.
7.5. For a fun, if not hugely memorable episode.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Maybe I'd have liked it more if I hadn't already seen it before, but them's the breaks.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us again. And before we go, I'd like to thank our patrons once again. Thank you, Megan Hannafin. Thank you, Christopher Roberts. Thank you, Matthew Chapdelaine of MetaversalComics.com. Thank you, Nicholas Crucifix. Hey, buddy.
Did you pronounce that right? You sure you did it?
Yeah, I sure did this time.
Okay, good.
Noah Troutman, thank you. Thank you, Crack. Thank you, Michael Anarelli.
We have a big shout out to Crack.
Michael
Crack makes
Anarelli.
this show possible.
Michael Anarelli made this show possible. That's true. He's been a huge guy for us.
He's an OG for real.
Thanks, friend, for sticking
dude.
around. Thank you to my favorite new patron, the spirit of Wayne Knight from Space Jam. That's
a good one.
It's nice to have you on board,
You think he's
Newman.
excited for Shut Up and Jam Barkley 2? I bet he is.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He'd better be.
Whatever that comes
Thank you, Justin Butler. Thank you, Jacob Bielski. Thank you, Reverse Spectrum. Thank you, Indigovation. Thank you, Little Tinker. Thank you, Justin Adams. Thank you, Angela Durand. Thank you, Nicholas Schwab. Thank you, Paul Toussaint. You guys.
Jesus Christ, all these fucking names.
It's
a lot of dudes.
It's a long list and still growing, as a matter of fact.
Aw, thanks,
and
guys.
you, listener, you could be next.
You could be on our shit list, as we call it. All right, and that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next week, and it's gonna be wait. What episode's next week? I want to see.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, what about Discord? Ooh, that sounds like a riveting one. Okay, we'll see you then, guys.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.